Welcome back everybody, and this is episode 12 of my season 3 Let's Play. I'm Neoublie, and where we left off last time, which was pretty much for me only a few minutes ago, I had gone ahead and set up a fast grow auto harvest room. However, I do need one more thing to make this complete, so I'm going to pop back over here to the Thaumcraft Research. Going to chuck in a piece of redstone, a piece of gold, and hopefully have enough to make that. Thank you very much. So that's what I need there, and I'm going to need another recipe, which means I'm probably going to need some other of these essences. We've got dark essence, earth, and air. Let me quickly see what I need. Okay, so quick check on the web, just because I'm not sure about these ones. I'm still learning these together. It's quite lucky because I do have what I need, and I made more than I needed to by accident. The dark essences, so I need air, followed by dark. And what that should do is now if I go ahead and grab my reeds and simulate them breaking off to the top, it will go ahead and suck them towards that, and they should pretty much anywhere that it is should be all good. So when it breaks off there, it goes down, and if I go ahead and look over into here, you'll see that the stuff has gone over there, which is lovely. So if I was to go ahead and just let this go for a while, I will end up with a chest full of sugar canes. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to probably leave that running like such, and I can just go ahead for the moment and just block this off. It's pretty much a self-sustaining thing, so I should be able to come back here quite regularly and grab out sugar canes. Right, so back over to here again. I just want to go ahead and check to see how we're getting on with research. Let's go with the forgotten knowledge, and let's just chuck in some bricks. Let's hope we get something cool. We lost 1, 2. Nope, lost that. Going to go ahead and research the fragments of lost knowledge as well. And still not very good luck. Chucking that one there as well. So I'm basically just going to go through all of my all my stuff that I've got. I'm going to go research it all up, see if I can find something. I'll come back once I've got something. Okay, so gone ahead and got myself a few different things, and I've just noticed that I've gone ahead and got myself 2 vampiric embraces. So what I should be doing is I should actually go ahead and grab this stuff out of here now before I go too much further. One of the things that we will have to watch out for is it's quite easy to get 2 things that do the same and having different difficulty levels. So that's a vampiric enchantment, and it's a level easy, and this one here is a vampiric enchantment with tricky. So what I want to do is make sure that I don't forget too much about it. Let's go ahead and quickly craft up some paper, because basically what happens is if you've already learnt it, oops, go sideways. If you've already learnt it, it means you won't get it again at a different difficulty level, I believe. So basically, if you learn it early, then if you find it early, go ahead and learn it before it goes ahead and builds up too many more of these, because especially when it gets to later on, you're going to have problems where you have the same thing over and over again because you haven't gone ahead and researched it. So we're just going to go ahead and research these up. Obviously the tricky one we're probably not going to need, although saying that, if I didn't have enough of the actual discoveries, then I could have also gone ahead and used them to make the books. So let's just go ahead and have a look at this one. What have we got here? We've got a vampiric enchantment. Weapons imbued with this enchantment have a chance to drain some of the life energy out of them and heal your wounds. Ah, cool. Sweet. Okay, so I've got now at least 4 of the different types of research. So let's go ahead and grab the last 3, and let's head back down. Oops, we can just do it right here actually. Bring our crafting bench, a book in the middle, and then these around the outside. I believe this was the recipe from when I looked at it earlier, and there we go, Thermonomicron, or Thermonomicron, whatever it is, how you pronounce it. So basically what this does is it shows me the list of everything that I've got. So I've got so far only 4 out of a possible 37 for lost. I've got 1 so far for forbidden out of 13. Tainted I've got none, and Eldritch I've got none, so that was expected. But the cool thing is we can go ahead and grab all these things, and as we learn them, so that one there is another one, so go ahead and have a look at that. That's the Dark Infuser, so I should go ahead and make one of those soon. So that's a Dark Infuser and works similarly to the normal Infuser, except it uses It is used to create objects of more malevolent nature. Its speed is determined by the phase of the moon, and it requires some tainted viz in order to, in addition to pure viz. So this is how we can actually utilize some of this viz here, this taint. So I'm going to have to go ahead and use that taint up as soon as possible, so that's probably going to be very handy. And of course, because I've learned that one there now, it's actually going to be in here as a second one here. So there's the there's the infuser, so the first one on the list. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and research up the rest of these, and I will come back once I've got some of that. I'm probably going to go ahead and research up these other artifacts as well and see what I can get out of it. So hopefully we'll have a few when I get back. Okay, after a bit of research and got ahead and pretty much used up all of my bits of artifacts and everything like that, looks like I've got a few more things. I've got Crucible of Souls, that's very cool. I've got Harnessed Rage, I've not used that one before, and I've got, oh, Wicked, I've got Brain in a Jar. Right, let's go ahead and chuck that in there, because what we want to do is try and get this Brain in a Jar. I'm going to have to go hunting for some more. I went ahead and used up the last of my last of my brains at least out of the chest I had. I'm going to have to go hunting for some more zombies, hopefully find some more brains. Let's go ahead and see how we get with this. It's only a moderate, so it shouldn't be too hard to learn. It's moderate for that one there as well. Torturous for Crucible of Souls. That's not going to be fun. And what else we got? Oh, we got Pickaxe of the Core and Crucible of Eyes. So there we go. That's one of the ones I want. Let's go for the eyes next. Okay, so we're going to need a brain. We're going to need some glass, and we're going to need some soul fragments. Now, soul fragments, I think from memory, is actually soul sand and something else. So I have to go digging around for that. I'm just going to go ahead and research up these last things here until I get them, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I've gone ahead and researched up the first four, well, the easiest four out of the 5 that I have. So I've gone ahead and got myself Crucible of Eyes, so I'll be able to upgrade that. The Crucible holds more viz and is more efficient than the basic Crucible, and when it is nearly full it'll emit a redstone signal. That'll be quite handy for automating stuff. Pickaxe of the Core is going to be the Thaumium Pickaxe, which I don't think I can create yet. Some enchanted wood and some fiery crystals. And that basically is a pickaxe with inner heat. Any materials harvested will automatically be smelted as if a furnace. Holding shift suppresses this power. I wonder if it will smelt it down to the single blocks, or whether or not it will actually smelt it down and double the ores. It would be nice if it doubled them. A Harnessed Rage. Ah, I see, so it's an upgrade for the units. This upgrade increases damage and is or aggression of any devices of Thaumic creations is attached to. The damage or aggression of any devices. Oh, okay, interesting. I don't know what that means. And of course the brain in the jar, as I've already shown you. I've left the other one, which is the very difficult one, sitting there getting studied up. And oh, we've got Collected Wisdom. I forgot to research that one too. I'll do that one shortly. But what I'm going to do while I'm waiting is I'm going to go outside. I've just slept through the night. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to go and grab a couple of trees so I can make some enchanted wood. Because what I'm thinking is we need to start getting some really good production of viz and get this stored up. So I'm just going to go ahead and harvest up some trees. I'm pretty just going to start clearing this sort of area out. And then we're going to go ahead and get some of this enchanted wood going and go from there. Okay, just going through and finishing getting the wood. Just realised that I've got one more thing actually in my inventory which I need to research up as well, this single chalice. So you never know, I might get really lucky and find the item I'm after, which is probably very unlikely. How do we get on though? Oh, we lost it. There was a very high chance of loss and very little chance of winning it actually, so unfortunately we did lose the Crucible of, what was it? The Crucible of Souls. Unfortunately we lost that research. Damn it. Well, we're just going to have to keep trying and hopefully get something cool. What do we get there? Everfull Urn. What is that? Is that a moderate or moderate? Yes. This is something I do like. I really do like this one completely. This is probably one of my favourite items actually out of Thaumcraft at this stage. Hopefully we can get that researched up. It's obviously quite an easy one, 66%, 9% failure rate. So the other one was like much different. It was like almost 50% failure rate and only like a 9% of success. So yeah, Right, so I'm going to leave that one there going quickly, and we're going to start getting sorted for the enchanted wood, which I believe we can just pop in like... How do we make enchanted wood? Enchanted wood is made with crystals, right, so we just need to pop in some crystals. Can we use any kind of crystal, or does it have to be Viz? No, it looks like you can use any kind. And we're still going to be using up a lot of this stuff, so hopefully we can just go ahead and do like so. That should be enough. I believe that's enough. What I'm going to be trying to do is I want to make Viz, where is it? These things here, so I need to get some glass panes. I'm going to need to do a little bit more, and I'm going to need some here for some more viz conduits, because I want to make some viz condensers. Right, how do we get on with that research? Yes, ever full urn. How easy is this to make? I need clay, water, and a aqueous crystal. Sweet, that's not hard to do. Let me quickly go ahead and get all the stuff that I need, and I'll be back to do that in a few seconds. Okay, so hopefully I've got everything I need. Chances are I probably would have forgotten something. How are we going here? See, nice easy way to collect up sugarcanes quite quickly. Right, so over here what we want to be doing is, first of all, let's go ahead and create up. We need viz conduits, which is going to be glass panes, wood, and redstone. And I bet you I didn't bring in... Oh, I do have wood. I was about to say, I bet you I didn't bring wood. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that out. We've got some glass panes, we've got some redstone. Nice. So let's go ahead and make up just a little bit to start off with. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need. So wood on the corners, glass on the sides, redstone in the middle, and that'll give us probably enough viz conduits, which is nice. Right, so the next thing is going to be, we want a viz conduit, we want 2 bits of iron, I think it was a viz crystal, and then 3 pieces of wood, I believe. No, almost. I think maybe that way around. There we go. So, we've got my first viz condenser. Now I'm going to go ahead and probably turn this wall into the collection. So I'm going to go put that there. And the next thing I'm going to need is probably some more enchanted wood. So unfortunately we're going to have to... I'm almost tempted to try and use up, or to store this taint out of this crucible, because I want to get it out of here soon. So I think we might be doing that very shortly. Let's go ahead and just create a wee bit more viz, and hopefully it'll be enough to be able to actually create some more of this wood. I don't know how much we'll be able to get out of this, so let's just see what we can get. 1, 2, 3, thank you, that should be enough for the moment. Right, so the next thing was, if I go ahead and make up some more glass panels, I believe it was just like so, and then wood around the outsides and the corners, I believe. Yes, there we go. So there's 3 tanks. That'll do us for the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and place these like this. And can we get enough distance? Just going to go ahead and move this off here. We're just going to see if we can get enough distance and keep enough pressure to be able to migrate along and actually get this into the tank over here. I'm probably not going to have enough pressure, I wouldn't think. No, bugger. Right, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to rethink this a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and move this piping. So I'm going to go ahead and move that, and I'm going to go and grab one of these tanks. Did I get it back, or was it full inventory? Lovely. Let's just drop the bucket on the ground for this moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and place that here like that, and that will give me enough to be able to fit it in there. Please drain out completely. I'm hoping it's enough. I love how the actual colour changes as the stuff's there. A bit of a bug there, but never mind. And it's still draining, so it's all cool. Probably going to fill up that. Perfect. Right, so that one there we can leave for the moment. We'll figure out what we're going to do with that afterwards. And, oh, damn bounding box. Right. So obviously there's still trace amounts of residue of Viz in these pipes, because you can hear it hissing as I pop them. Okay, so that's the first step done. Second step is we want to get some pure Viz at least. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some of those and drop them in there. Now that should go ahead and just draw Viz out of the aura and place it directly into the tanks beside it. So we're going to go ahead and leave that running for a little bit and get some pure Viz at least. And then what I can do is I'm going to have to separate out the stuff at a later stage with the valve and try and separate them out so we can have Viz tanks and taint tanks. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is upgrade this Crucible of Eyes. Hope this Crucible, at least 2 Crucible of Eyes. So the Viz, let's just do it with Viz, it's easier. So the Viz Crucible, no, do I have to read it from the book only, I believe? Okay. Do I have the Crucible Eyes yet? Lost, there we go, keep going through the thing, there we go. So I'm going to need the Crucible, and I'm going to need Redstone and a Spider Eye. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those. Oh, actually, the other thing I was going to make was going to be these things here, so I'm going to need to grab the brick. Let's get rid of that for the moment. Redstone out of there. Do I have any spider eyes floating around? I should have some somewhere. There. Oh, look at that. 1 spider eye. Lovely. Okay, so should be a bucket floating around down here still. And should go ahead and grab myself another bucket. And I should probably go and fill these up with water. Give me a second. And good thing is this will be the last time I'll have to run away and grab water, because the next item I'm going to be creating is something that's very, very cool and is very handy when it comes to infinite amounts of water. So we're going to need to grab out my Thermic Infuser, which is here, and I'm going to drill out behind here for the moment, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and conceal most of this piping. So I'm going to put my infuser here. What we want now is we want the Crucible, a Spider Eye, and a... what was I going to do? Redstone. And that should be there, and it's not going to be enough, but it will slowly build up. So we should be able to wait for a second. I'll come back once it's finished. And almost done. Probably one more pulse. Does take a little bit of time. Oh, no, 2. A little bit more Viz and we should be good. Thank you very much. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and just on the other side here, I'm not going to go through there. I didn't realise that was behind that. Let's just go ahead and place this down here for the moment, and that means we should... No, I don't think I like it there. I will think about that in a wee bit, but basically we're going to get this thing here fill up a bit for a while, so I'll come back once we've got a bit more Viz. Okay, so hopefully that's probably, well, it's close to enough Viz. So what we're going to do is make the next item, which is going to be 3 bricks in a triangle shape, an aqueous crystal at the top, and water buckets down on either bottom corner. And hopefully that's enough Viz, and it is, look at that. So this is definitely the next thing I wanted. Now this thing means that, oh, did I lose my buckets? I did, I lost my buckets, that's a shame. If I place this down here, and I have a bucket on me, let's go and make another one quickly, it basically means that I can take this item, and anywhere I'm at, I can just go ahead and right click on the bottom of it, and fill up a bucket of water. So I get my buckets. Nice and easy. I don't think you can place it back into it, no you can't. Oops, I think I screwed up. Whoops. Okay, let's just go ahead and drop this bucket down here. I grabbed one from the actual urn instead of grabbing the one that was the source block. Right, let's just get rid of that, and there we go. Perfect. So now that we've got that there, and the cool thing is that this thing is just a matter of pick it up, you can take it with you, you can just drop it down wherever you need it, so that's a nice little tool to have. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and make a couple more of these collectors, and I'm going to go ahead and rearrange this room a little bit. I'm going to try and make it a bit more user-friendly, and I will be back once I've done that. Okay, so it looks a little bit like a mess at the moment, but hopefully it will start to look pretty cool once the Viz starts building up. So just going to go ahead and do a bit of a clean up of this mess here. Leaving this space here, as you can see, there's a pipe coming up underneath under here as well. I'm going to put my dark infuser on this corner, and I'm probably just going to have to find some place to put my Crucible of Eyes at some point as well. Actually, could probably just about go ahead and, just to be on the safe side, go ahead and place the Crucible of Eyes right here, like so. And it does connect. Cool. I know that some of the blocks don't like to be connected up from underneath, so that's one thing you've got to be watching out for. So that looks pretty cool. It does look like we are getting it dripping through. Nice. So we're just going to fill up these two center ones here first, and then the rest of them. And as it fills up, it will hide these pipes behind. So I think we'll leave that like so. I'm just going to quickly clean up this last little bit here. As I'll clean up inside there as well, just to be extra careful. And for the moment, I'm just going to pop a block here, like so. And probably just leave it as cobblestone, so I remember that's one I need to break away. So I think that's probably about as much Thaumcraft we're going to do today. I think what else we need to do is we need to go ahead and get my quarry working. Got to go ahead and get the finishing of that going, because it is running out of space, and it is also running out of fuel all the time. Hasn't gotten very much further down than what it was beforehand, so let's quickly check that. In fact, I believe if you look back on some of the episodes, you'll probably find that it hasn't really gone too much deeper than what it was before. Might be a little bit deeper than it was that I showed you, but as you can see, it's not very deep. I've gone ahead and done some mining of the actual ores myself because I needed them, and there is a beehive down there as well. I better go and get that. Let me go quickly get that, and then I'm going to figure out how I'm going to automate the system so I can get some fuel to it. So I will be back shortly. Okay, so what I was doing is I was grabbing myself a couple of buckets, and then I realised, why should I be bothering to do that? I need to move some fuel to it for the moment, just to get it going again. So I'm going to grab myself some empty cells. Is that what I wanted to do? I don't think I did. I don't know if they'll work in the machine. Let me quickly go and check. Empty cells are well and good when you can actually put them into the machines, but I'm not sure Forestry will actually accept them, so hopefully it will. Let's see. Bugger. Okay, they won't accept them, so I'm going to have to go ahead and get some more tin, and we should be all good then. Okay, so this time we'll just use our crafting table with PortalGun. I'm going to go ahead and create an upside down bucket shape, and obviously I've gone ahead and messed up that. There we go. So let's just grab 2 stacks of that. 2 makes me 24. I'm just going to go ahead and fill up those. There's not that many of them. 5 should be good for the moment though. I could probably go ahead and power this. Let's go ahead and start this back up again. Do I have any wood on me or something to use as a switch? No, of course I don't. Why would I be bothering to do that? Let me go get a piece of wood. Oh no, let's just go ahead and grab one of these. Be lazy. Right. Go ahead and chuck that there, start that up, and hopefully we should start getting some more. So I want to go ahead and put 3 into each. So I need 6 of these biomass cans. I don't need to worry about it actually. I've got a biomass bucket as well, so that's probably pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead and sleep through the night quickly, and I'm going to do 2 other things before heading over. I'm going to take a wooden chest, I'm going to upgrade that to an iron chest, and then hopefully if I have enough gold, which I need to check downstairs, I'm going to try and upgrade it to a gold chest. That way I'll be able to replace the double wooden chest that's there for the moment. And oh, look at that, plenty of gold. Sweet. So I need to grab some wood, which I think I have not migrated down here yet. There's 2 pieces. Oh, never mind, I've got some chests. That would be perfect as well. So let's go ahead and grab that. I'm just going to go ahead and make as many as I can make with this. It's just probably all 4 of them. No, it's not. It's only a couple. Okay, so 2 iron chests, and let's make 1 gold chest. So we've got an iron chest and a gold chest. Now let's head outside. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and emptied out the double wooden chest, and as you can see, nice big wooden chest, and I've got about the same amount of storage. In fact, I've got more in a gold chest than I do in a double chest, so that's pretty cool. Going to go ahead and get these 2 chests out of here. And I'm going to go ahead and start these things back up again. So I'm going to chuck the biomass bucket into there, and 2 of these into there as well. Then I'm going to chuck the remaining 3 over into here. That should be about equal. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's about equal. So each of those cans must be about the same as a bucket. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I did forget. I need to go and grab that beehive. I do not know if the beehive will get broken and destroyed by these things, but I might as well grab them now. There we go. So now that that's running again, I'm going to probably have to finish up with this episode, unfortunately. It's getting a little bit longer than I had anticipated by this stage. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and find a way to get the items that are in there, in that chest, automatically back to my base, and then I'm also going to get the fuel that I'm going to be generating automatically back to the engines. So I think it's about time I start doing some piping, probably some waterproof piping, and hopefully some logistics piping, because I do believe I did see in my chests a stack of diamonds that I did get from when I was using the overpowered ore world. I did see them somewhere, I believe. And there we go. So yes, there we go. We've got 51 diamonds there, and I got 10 somewhere else as well. So we should be all good. So I think in the next episode we're going to do some logistics. One of my favourite mods that's in here. I haven't tested it out just to make sure this build works with it, so hopefully it does. And while we're waiting, we'll be filling up some more biomass. So yes, thank you very much everybody for watching this episode. Sorry it's taken a little bit longer to get these episodes out. I've started doing some of my own coding. I'm trying to learn Forge as I really wouldn't mind making my own mods. So I'm going to be working on that. Nice getting some viz, thank you. We've run out of crystals. And I put all the crystals away. I'm going to go ahead and top those up off camera. I'm also going to chuck some more stuff in here to do some more research. And next time we come in here, hopefully I'll have enough viz to go ahead and make a few more items from Thaumcraft, and also go ahead and basically not necessarily fully automate, but at least start getting automated for my quarry. So until next time, thank you very much for watching everybody, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So yeah, so until next time, I'll catch you later.